You know, it's funny when you disrespect somebody that doesn't criticize, and I'm talking about Karen disrespecting Rob Marksman, who is a very humble person, is not biased at all, gives his opinion and his quotes and how he feels about anything that has to do with music, artists, if he likes it, if he don't like it. He gives an honest opinion and is very humble and very respectful with any artist. I never seen this man disrespect any artist, disrespect Karen, or disrespect anybody that he has, interviewed or music that he talks about. This man broadcast is very different from so many others. To me, I think he's the most humblest and the most respectfulest broadcaster streamer that we have in YouTube, period. And Karen has something to say about him, and just like Torture Talk, big ups to Torture Talk, I feel the same way, because he, I think, interviewed Kendrick, and you know what I'm saying, respectfully has like some type of connection between Kendrick and his team. He felt like he had to disrespect Rob Marksman and said, look at this goofy Marksman that couldn't even finish Lil Wayne's bar. Free Tory. And basically what he's talking about is that Rob Marksman interviewed Tory Lanez a couple years ago, and Rob Marksman always tells the artists, the rappers that he, is interviewing, hey, can you spit a bar from one of your favorite artists, And Tory Lanez spit Lil Wayne's bar. And basically, Marksman probably forgot, or he forgot about the lyrics or whatever the case may be, but Tory Lanez finished it, Tory Lanez spit that shit, and that was one of Lil Wayne's classics, you understand? And this man has the audacity, I'm talking about Karen, to disrespect this man. And I remember Rob Marksman was talking about how Drake's team came and tried to offer him a deal or some type of, deal to go ahead and promote his music and downplay Kendrick in some way, somehow. And Rob Marksman said, no, I'm not going to take your offer, respectfully, kindly, and very sincere with the utmost respect. But this is where it gets real, finish him type of shit. Rob Marksman tells him, but if I start calling you names, you gonna sue. It says it right there perfectly to Champagne Poppy, but if I start calling you names, you gonna sue. That is diabolical, but it's the most simplest, most humblest way to kill this Karen and to kill the debate of what he was even trying to have when it comes to Rob Marksman. You see, Karen is spiraling so bad that anything or anyone that has a connection with Kendrick or with Kendrick team or that likes Kendrick or represents Kendrick or bumps Kendrick's music, he's going after them. But Marksman simply said, you know what, it's all jokes, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, it's all jokes. But if I start disrespecting you and calling you names, you're going to sue me. So he said, I have to be very careful in how I come at this man or what I say about this man, because I might be next up in some lawsuit paperwork. Just like Screwface, just like No Shack, and just like Knox Hill, and just like many others. You know what I'm saying? Like Kai Cenat and so many others. But I think Karen is really pinpointing at Screwface Gene, because supposedly Screwface Gene is deforming and disrespecting his character and his name and who he really is, and downplaying with Kendrick Lamar to win more, viewers and audiences and subscribers. But let me tell you something. Everybody viewed and listened to your music just like they did with Kendrick. Fair and square. It was no payola. It was no bops. It was none of that. And Rob Marksman told him the truth. You lost the battle, man. Fair and square, not being biased, not being disrespectful. You lost the battle. But simply, I think Cameron doesn't even care anymore, because now DJ Diddy, yes, y'all heard me right, DJ Diddy is spiraling on Drake now. And the reason why I feel is because I feel he's jealous, he's mad that he's doing that broadcast streaming with that girl Bobby, whatever her last name is, just like Ma. And Ma was so much of a hypocrite to say, oh, I ain't never had that on my mind to interview Drake because, that's my homeboy, and I never had the thought, to interview any of my homeboys at that level. We cool and everything. Drake has told me some things about his personal life or whatever, and I don't want to put that out there, and I don't want to interview him on that. But I never in my life had the thought or even had the capacity to even wanting to interview Drake. You know how much of a lie and cap and bullshit that is? If you was to interview Karen, that would be the biggest highlight of your channel, your broadcast, and your career, and your numbers will jump up drastically. So for you to say that, you know what? I think you're just sucking his dick so much that you don't want to lose his friendship and his respect of him trying you like he did Rob Marksman. But at least Rob Marksman kept it real, kept it simple, kept it short, and kept it, to where he can't come back and disrespect them. But we all know Karen. Karen is going to come back. And for Karen to call him a goofball or goofing, you know what that means in Canada? That means you're a pedophile. That means that you're a weirdo. That means that you are a child molester in some sort, way, shape, or form. The disrespect and the audacity when the real goof and the real goofing and goofball is you. For you to disrespect a man that has never tried you or disrespect you or even called you out your name, this man is about music. And he is very much into the culture. He understands the culture. That's why he respects the culture the way he does. And he doesn't come at nobody. He's not like me, or he's not like others that is bombardedly just disrespecting and obliterating what Drake stands for. He's not like that. Even and a lot of people in his comments say, bro, you got to come harder, dog. You got to get mean. You got to be more disrespectful to people because you're so nice. You're so humble. You're so sincere. But that's the way he runs his broadcast. That's the way he runs his channel. And nobody's going to take that or change that away from him. So for this Karen to keep on spiraling the way that he's doing. And I got another video coming out of him being brainless. He comes out with a little fro. And somebody from the UK, I think, has a speaker on Bluetooth with a microphone as he's coming out from the hotel, and the man is singing, "They not like us, they not like us." So disrespectful. And Showface says it's getting out of hand, it's getting to the point where it's getting reckless and it's going too far. I don't think so. This is something that this man started. This is something that he provoked. This is something that he manipulated. This is something that he indicated and he pursued. Remember? Drop, 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 drop. But remember what Screwface says? Wop, 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 wop. Come on, man. Just stop the ignorance and stop the selfishness. You understand what I'm saying? But big ups to Rob Marksman, big ups to Torture Talk, big ups to Jay Nolan, big ups to Kayola, big ups to Big Kish, big ups to all them boys, big ups to Screwface, big ups to Showface, big ups to all them broadcasters that are keeping, big up to Big Zoe, all y'all boys, man. I celebrate y'all boys and I respect y'all boys because y'all keeping it so real and so gutter, man. You understand what I'm saying? And keep doing what y'all doing. Don't let this Karen, this little summer, my bitch, you know what I'm saying? Stop y'all from doing what y'all doing. Y'all need to eat too. What he think? Because we come out with videos talking about him, that we not supposed to eat, that we not supposed to make our money. Me, I do it for the fun. I do it for the hell of it because I love it. And I love to see people what they say in my comments or whatever. And I just love it. And I just love doing what I'm doing. I make money on my own. I don't need this YouTube money. As you can see, it doesn't even bother me. On this channel, I just started. I only got 1 subscriber, so it doesn't even bother me. On my main channel, I only got 60. But you see, my first main channel, it was deleted and it was flagged and it was striked because of Fat Joe. Because I did a video about him and his peoples called YouTube, and my channel got flagged and permanently deleted. But you know what? It's not even about that. This man is spiraling and his career is falling off. I had a conversation today when I went to go do my thing, how everybody was talking about how much money this man got and how rich and powerful he is. First of all, he's no Tupac. Second of all, he's no Nas. Third of all, he's no Jay-Z. Fourth of all, he is no Biggie. And especially the GOAT of today, Mr. Eminem. He will never reach them climax. You know what I'm saying? And to claim that he is Michael Jackson, yeah, we all understand he needs one more single to tie Michael Jackson or to beat Michael Jackson and having the most singles in the industry and history. But the impact that these artists that I just mentioned, he has nothing that can compare that to them great legends and icons that I just mentioned. And for you to disrespect Rob Marksman, a man, bro, that don't disrespect nobody, don't come at nobody, don't, do it for clout like you doing it, Mr. Karen. You should be ashamed of yourself. You should be literally not only disrespecting yourself and looking yourself in the mirror, but you've lost yourself. You don't even know who you are. You never know who you are. One day you want to be this dude. The next day you want to be a Karen. The next day you want to be a gangster. The next day you want to be a victim. The next day you want to be a dude with braids. The next day you want to be a dude with a fade. The next day you want to be a dude with a little fro. The next day you want to be a dude with curls and fucking rolls in your hair. Which one are you, bruh? Which one are you, sir? But for you to disrespect that man, bro, you was out of line, man. That man don't try nobody. And big ups to Rob, you know what I'm saying? Because this man, he runs an honest, loyal, respectable, integrity with inspiration and motivation. That's how he runs his channel. He don't run his channel by clout chasing and disrespecting and doing the things that you do. You understand? I believe that you should let this man know, man, I apologize to you, man. I was dead wrong for what I said. But knowing you, how fake you are, just like the fake chain that you bought from Tupac Shakur from that dealer, the audacity. Come on, man, you need to stop. But I need to be careful, too. I need to be careful, too, in what I say, because I might get sued, too. Just like Rob said, you understand what I'm saying? You have to be careful how you come at this man, because this man, ever since he even became famous and big, he was already doing lawsuits. He even did a lawsuit. If they don't get him off the character in the wheelchair and Degrassi or whatever the fuck that show name is, as he was called Jimmy or whatever, he was going to, put him in court because he didn't want to play the role of being in a wheelchair no more. So this man was already doing fucking lawyer, being a lawyer boy, being a certified lawyer boy way before he even became famous. And for him to say that he came from the bottom, what bottom? You was already making double-figured numbers, dawg. You know what I'm saying? When you was doing, Degrassi, you was making what? $300,000, $500,000 an episode? Just shut the fuck up, man. You know what I'm saying? And respect this man. What true man? That he gave us honest opinion, that he was real about what he said, that he was honest, not being biased, and just being sincere with his fans and the people that listen and are subscribed to his channel. The audacity of you, Miss Karen. Miss Karen, all you need to do now is put on a dress, put on a wig, put on some makeup, and just turn your name into Karen, and just be the Karen that we all know that you are. Stop trying to play this gangster role, and now you want to fight the dude from State 2. Just stop it. Just stop your nonsense, bro. We know who you are, Karen. We all know who you are, Aubrey. And instead of you getting in the booth and going at Screwface, who annihilated and just destroyed you on that microphone, you out here clout chasing and sending comments and sending just stupid shit to people that, if you so high and if you so big and if you so much of a superstar and you so global, you shouldn't even be wasting your time. So Drake, grow the fuck up.